they're going to be worried, aren't they? You know, explosions in Basra. Oh, my son's out there at the minute. He hasn't phoned up yet.
It's the rioting and the explosions. I am quite scared now. Now it's quite close to going.
It's exciting because I'm getting ready to go. That's what I want. I want to go, like.
Adam, Sam and Simon must leave their families behind. They have been posted to Iraq for 6 months.
Get ready, get ready.
This is 1st Regiment Royal Horse Artillery. It's their final week of training. In 7 days, they will be peacekeeping on the streets of Basra. Commanding officer Colonel David Cullen knows the dangers the regiment might face. Defending the peace can be as dangerous as fighting a war.
Yeah, exactly. Keep the pressure on them. If you can get the guy on the side, do so, but keep the pressure on them. They are nervous. I mean, they're nervous about coming out of the training. We've got young lads of 18, 17 and a half who will be 18 by the time they deploy, who, you know, this is a first experience for them.
Stay firm! Hold firm!
The regiment is based at Tidworth Barracks, deep in the Wiltshire countryside. There are 500 soldiers going to Iraq. Over a quarter are under 21. Gunner Adam Graham is only 18. It's his first operational tour.
It's what I've always wanted to do, be a man about it, instead of, you know, hanging around the streets and do what every other kid does at my age. I've come out to get a life and a good job. My mum, she's a bit wary of me going, with all the incidents that's happening out there at the moment. As being a mum, she's worried. My dad is proud of me more than anything. You know, to get out there and actually get a medal on my sleeve, like. I've thought about the danger aspect, but I've seen it a lot on the telly. But it's the job. It's what I signed up for.
Like many of the new recruits, Adam comes from the north of England. With few job prospects, his father encouraged him to join up.
My granddad was a truck driver. My dad was a truck driver, and I've come into trucks on the maintenance side. There's nothing else in Scunthorpe apart from this sort of work, or the steelworks, and I just didn't want Adam to get into this business. There's no words to say how proud I am, because he's achieved everything that I suppose me and maybe my father wanted to do. He's actually got off his arse, gone and got himself in the army and made something of himself.
I'm frightened that he might come back and he'll have seen lots of unnerving things, and I'm worried that he'll come back with a different attitude. I don't want him to change. He's a lovely young man as he is, and I am worried that, you know, it's going to change him anyway, but I just hope it doesn't go too deep. I don't know how I'm going to cope with it while he's away. I'm just going to be worried about him. I'm going to be thinking about him all the time, and just pray for the day that he comes home.
Of those in the regiment going to Iraq, fewer than 30 are women. One of them is 20-year-old gunner Sam Cox.
You work closely with the same group of people, so you get to know each other and each other's birthdays, family, what they like, what they don't like, and you're more than just drinking friends. Most of these lads are like brothers to me. When I first joined the army, I told my mum I was going to be a secretary, I was going to get an office job. And then when I left training, she saw some photos of me running around with a rifle, and couldn't believe that I was acting like a man. But she is proud of me.
Sam's from Brixham in Devon. Her mum Helen runs the local tea shop.
She likes the cuddly toys, and she likes Winnie the Pooh. She collects her dolls. She's got a hamster called Nibbles. She's still my little girl. I still call her my baby. I just don't like the fact that she's going to Iraq, really. It's still violent, and, you know, there's still that worry there in the back of your mind.
Gunner Simon Deakin is taking a few days off before he leaves for Iraq. His parents have a caravan on the North Yorkshire coast.
Oh, he likes his bacon and his eggs and sausages, yeah. I thought it was a treat for him, but I discovered later on that they have this in the army all the time. But not cooked by his mum, of course. One breakfast.
Oh, bless you.
Is that okay?
Champion. Cheers, man.
The day Simon came home and told me that he was going to join the army, and my heart sank because I thought that's about the worst thing that he could do.
Come here, Jack, lad.
Simon said to me, I've been to the army careers, Mum, and they've told me to lose weight and get fit.
Go on, lad.
And I was overjoyed because I thought, oh, he'll never do that. He likes his food too much and he's not so keen on exercise and getting fit. But he proved us all wrong.
Coming from a Christian background, I tried to steer him clear. I'm not going to say we didn't allow guns in the house, but I never encouraged them. But it's always been there from a little lad. He's always wanted to be in the army.
Destroy them all. My dad weren't so keen on me joining up. He weren't happy at all. But after my first operational tour, my mum wrote me a letter and says, oh, by the way, this morning your dad said he was proud of you this morning. So I know that he's proud of me, what I'm doing.
Before the regiment leaves for Iraq, it's party time. A noisy final fling for the soldiers. A more traditional banquet for the sergeants and officers. This is the last opportunity for fun. The regiment is due to arrive at a time of increasing danger and uncertainty on the streets of Basra.
We're as prepared as we can be, I think. No one knows what's going to happen, so not even our bosses really know. So that leaves us a bit nervous because things are changing from day to day.
The operation of deploying Sam and the rest of the regiment is underway.
Hello, just ring to say a last goodbye. We're literally just about to get on the plane.
Oh, have you got your son calling me now?
Yeah. Love you. Bye, speak to you soon.
Give me a kiss.
Come on.
Simon, Adam and Sam will travel for 24 hours before reaching their new headquarters in Basra. It's not only troops that are on the move. The military hardware will take a week to arrive by sea and then 2 further weeks to reach the regiment's base. In the weeks leading up to the handover of power to the Iraqis, the regiment faces considerable danger as local insurgents challenge British forces. 22 British soldiers have been killed in Iraq since the war ended over a year ago.
You may have caught the press and on the news that it's been quite turbulent out here in Iraq. Elements of the Sada militia have been fighting elements of the coalition forces right across Iraq. Al-Amara has been mortared over the last 2 nights, 13 mortar rounds fired into Abu Naji, of which it left a number of blinds afterwards. Basra Palace was mortared yesterday, 3 rounds fired into the palace. There's been RPG attacks on the Chateau Arab Hotel and random contacts right across the city. And I don't say that in any way to try and frighten you, because it's fact. I tell you so you can use the time here constructively to prepare yourselves mentally and physically for what you're about to go and do, some of you in 3 days, others of you in 6 days' time.
Best source of salt you'll ever get out here, mate. Oh, scratchings.
Adam and Simon are both with the regiment's B battery.
What scratchings, mate? I'm a bit apprehensive, like. After that brief we had tonight.
Oh yeah.
RPGs, mortars, small arms, Jesus. We've got more experience than some of the younger lads. You know, we've got lads out here that's been to Canada thinking, yeah, this is easy life, this is going away for a couple of months. And then bang, here you go, 6 months out in an operational environment where it's very dangerous for 6 months. And that's where it's going to sink in then. So there's a lot of young lads going to do a lot of growing up in this next 6 months. A lot of growing up.
It's endlessly, relentlessly hot. Daytime temperatures can reach over 50 degrees. To survive the heat, you must drink at least 8 litres of water a day.
Okay then guys, heat illness. It is a serious matter. Over the space of 3 months, there was something like 716 cases admitted to hospital with heat illness. But more importantly, yeah, it is a killer. Because in that same period, there was 3 deaths attributed to the heat. Don't try and take any shortcuts with your acclimatisation. You could fall foul of it a couple of months down the road when you're at your tour, leaving your short on the ground.
Sure. I want on my weekend. My weekend. Before I say no, do it. What am I doing?
Well, I could stop now if you want.
Turn around, lads.
What have I done?
Turn around.
Where? What am I doing?
You're watching Band of Brothers? Oh yes. Quality.
The man in charge of getting Adam and Simon up to scratch is Sergeant Elton George, better known as G.
You've all got to gel together, because if you don't gel together, then you just can't do your job properly. So you've upsticked, the regiment's left Tidworth, and the regiment is now in Basra, which is effectively Tidworth. And we've all got our own little bit of Tidworth that we patrol and we look after and we mentor. Even an operational tour like this, your training never ceases, it's still ongoing, you still learn new things every day. People like Deacon, he gets on with it, he pick up little things along the way.
23, 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
Basically the lads are going to zero the weapons today, because in case the sights have been knocked in transit, make sure whatever they're looking at, they're firing at.
In the life or death situation they are about to face, there can be no margin for error.
Right, we'll do you in a minute, just stand back. Right, you need to make sure, right, when you finish, when you do your correct unloading drills, the magazine goes away in the pouch. What's going to happen if that magazine goes on the deck? It's going to get filled full of shit, isn't it? Then you can't rebomb your ammunition, can you? Right, what you've done there is you've got inconsistent holding, right? You need to make sure, alright, left hand as close to the magazine housing as possible. Pull it in with the right, just a light grip with the left hand. Right, what you're doing there is because it's soft earth, you're not digging yourself in enough. As you're firing, it's going high right. You're just moving across. You've got to have a stable platform. You're not even comfortable when you get down, that's why you're sweating like fuck. Get yourself in a comfortable position. You might be there for fucking a period of hours. Get yourself comfortable. But a Deacon is having to look at his weapon, what we call bore sighting, because he's not hitting the target at all. That's the whole purpose of this range, to make sure that if there's any knocks in the weapon sight or there's any damage, can be brought out here. I'd rather find out that one of my soldiers is having problems shooting here than finding out in Basra Palace when I've got a contact and you know he's the man who has to put rounds down and get me out of a situation.
I know I can fucking shoot better than that, I know I can. Just had 3.5 years on the sick, not doing much PT and smoking and drinking a lot, and it's kind of like battered my health and my fitness up. So I've got to start again from scratch, and it's not nice. Getting beasted again. It's my own silly fault.
See all these little tips like fucking wetting this and fucking undoing this a little bit. You know what I mean? See, because you're carrying all this fucking shit in here. What is all this fucking cack? What is it? Yeah, you can't carry it because you're not fit enough to carry it yet. Get a bottle of water just every now and again, just fucking swill it around you. If you've not got your helmet on, you've got your fucking thing on, yeah? You're not black. Alright, all that's going to happen is you're going to come down with heat stroke.
Just grab this over, get on the bus, go back. Get my head down.
Back in Tidworth, Commanding Officer Colonel David Cullen's final duty before joining his regiment is to brief and reassure worried wives and families.
Loved ones in theatre. And the thing that causes me the greatest problem is personal mobile phones. 2 reasons. One, people rack up huge bills ringing from the Middle East into the UK, and it's not seen because it doesn't tell you how much money you're spending. And secondly, they fuel the rumour system. Please, no rumours. Or if you pick one up, ask the question and get the factual information, because rumours are extremely damaging to all that we're trying to achieve. But the main point of emphasis is there is a strong team around with varied experience that's there to assist in a range of ways. And just because it's titled the Unit Welfare Office does not mean that that has to be something really quite serious or difficult. Anything, get in touch and they will do what they can to assist.
David's wife Helen has got used to her husband's long absences.
This will be about our 8th 6-monther, and he's done lots of long exercises as well, so we're all quite experienced in him going away, unfortunately.
So it's next this afternoon. Tomorrow is largely around here because I want to get the garage sorted out for okay.
Right.
Oh, yes, we haven't.
David's been married to Helen for 17 years, and they have 2 teenage children.
The balance between trying to maintain a normal family environment and being a member of the armed services is difficult. I feel that the duty of service is something that is fundamentally important to me. And therefore, if I was asked tonight to go somewhere tomorrow morning, then there would be no question. But were my family ever to turn around to me and say, look, actually, we're now completely fed up with this, and we would now wish you to leave because it's having a damaging impact on our lives, then, to be frank, I would leave the services.
The regimental headquarters is now at Basra Palace, a riverside complex originally built by Saddam Hussein for entertaining Arab dignitaries. Full English breakfasts are now on the menu for the new guests. British troops now live in tents pitched on the once palatial grounds.
If we get a mortar attack around here, if something lands anywhere near it, it's going to shred the tents. Our hard cover is from your accommodation, your helmet on, your body armour on, grab your weapon and then go directly into that ISO. There is no mortar alarm. The first thing you'll hear is when one crashes into this area. Lads will look after you.
Within the next few hours, Adam will go on his first patrol.
We're actually here now, so you've got to be aware of what you're doing all the time. Oh God, I'm flapping at the moment because I don't know what to do. I'm hungry and everything.
On the banks of the Shatt al-Arab River is Saddam's Naval Training Academy. It's now Camp Cherokee, home of the regiment's E Battery. It's been mortared more times than any other British base. The soldiers call it Camp Death. This is where Sam is based.
I do get quite homesick, so it is quite emotional. I've spoken to my mum 6 to 7 times out here. What my mum sees on the news, she believes. So when I speak to my mum on the phone, I've kind of let her believe that I'm in the middle of the desert selling ice creams to Iraqis. When she asked me how close I was to Basra, I told her I was about 9 hours away by camel. I think she knows that I'm not quite telling her the truth, but she's not asked any more questions, so it just puts her mind at rest.
Peacekeeping for Sam starts in the classroom.
What you're going to see now is a female searcher carry out an initial search on a female suspect.
Good morning, madam. As a member of the Iraqi Border Police, I'm going to search you. What's that, please, madam?
That's just the bra.
With the arrival of their commanding officer, the regiment's duties can now officially begin.
Plate more has arrived?
Yeah, no, we'll go to plate more.
After 3 or 4 recce's over here and of course the last few months, it's good to be here. First bag comes straight away and the second bag now is nowhere to be seen. I am the last to get here, pretty much to my regiment, so catching up with them now and the next few days where they'll bring me up to speed with the progress that they've made. What's happening here at this point in time is all thoroughly important to me.
The role of Simon and Adam's unit is to train and monitor the Iraqi police service. It will not be easy.
The most dangerous aspect of the whole process really is the travelling to and from the police station. In and around the police stations is where there could be ambushes set up for us. If there's a shoot, first of all top cover, put down an effective way to fire. If there's an ID goes off in front of us, we'll reverse out of there. We're trying to be aggressive here, but we're not trying to be over-aggressive, okay? Otherwise we're clearly a new regiment in town.
This is where your training takes over, isn't it? It's like, you know, you've seen the advertisements for a movie that you've been wanting to see for ages and ages and ages, and then when you finally go and see it, you're like, yeah, this is cool. This is what this feels like now.
The biggest problem out here is the threat. The fact that there could be somebody out there who does want to harm you, does want to kill you. Especially with the younger guys in your troop, you really need to be looking out for them and how they react to it.
This road in particular, you need to keep an eye out. There's quite a few IEDs down this road.
Simon and G's convoy is easy prey for booby traps and sniper fire.
You're going to turn right at the next junction, yeah? Yep. Basra is a massive city. When you first look at it, especially on a map, it looks like a jungle. Pink 19, straight through.
In the last week, there have been 5 mortar attacks on police stations by local insurgents.
You're clear to crack on, boss. Just going to stop the traffic here so you can come through, boss. Right, okay, top cover down as well. We're going to walk the vehicles in from here. Yeah, got that, boss. We're out.
Al-Basra police station is in the heart of the city. Inside the cells are 30 Iraqi civilians arrested for petty crimes. Now their treatment will be monitored by the regiment.
What Sergeant George is doing at the moment is he's going along with the interpreter, talking to each of the prisoners, finding out their name, how old they are, the crime they're in for, and also generally checking for any sign of mistreatment.
Why is he here?
It's like he's stealing a car.
While Sergeant George's men are inside the police station, outside, Adam should be guarding them from the rooftop.
Have you ever smoked an English fag? English, Britannia.
Britannia?
Yes? No.
Albi.
L&B.
Albi. This, I saw. Good. No good. No good. 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 No good.
Don't just stand there, walk about.
Say again? Yeah, I've been walking about.
Sam is also going on guard. In the last 2 weeks, there have been 15 mortar attacks on Camp Cherokee. For the next 2 hours, Sam will be guarding the camp from inside a vulnerable sentry post. She's a prime target for snipers.
The traffic here is chaos. That roundabout is just mad. It's a bus stop, taxi rank. It's where they all stop and wash their cars. It's crazy. They've got no rules over here. A suicide bomber can come from anywhere. It could be one of these kids that come and sit and talk to us. I had a kid here throwing an old RPG warhead at that wall there, and that was quite worrying. I thought I was going to have to shoot him. But in the end he went and handed it into the guard room, so... I don't know how people shoot kids. I don't think I could.
Protecting the local population is essential. But can the Iraqi police be trusted with the new equipment provided by British forces?
If we gave him some equipment, i.e. if we gave him some pistols, if we gave him some uniforms and some radios, how would he account for them? How could he prove to me that he could account for them?
Any policeman take, for example, pistol, we write the number of pistol and who is to receive the pistol and deliver.
I'd like to know who's going to look after radios, who's going to look after the weapons, who's going to look after the computers. Can I have the information when we come tomorrow? Ma salama.
Nice to see you.
Guys, let's mount, let's go.
Ma salama. Ma salama.
The next day, a car bomb went off outside the police station. 20 children were killed. The reality of the regiment's task in Iraq is beginning to sink in.
There's nothing I like about this country, I don't think. The palm trees are pretty, but everything else is terrible. The people are quite nice, they're polite. But it's horrible being in a place where you don't speak the language. And everything's just destroyed. I think we're all tired, the heat's getting to us, we're stroppy, the toilets are horrible. And knowing you've got another 5.5 months is quite depressing.
Some people are having a rough time, some people have found it hard to adjust, but as far as I'm concerned, that's just life. It's my job to make sure it all pulls together, it all works. I've got quite a lot of young soldiers who've never been away on tour before. You know, it's a massive, massive shock. Soldiers have died in this sort of climates, this sort of conditions. A lot of soldiers lost their lives, and we're continuing their saga, really. This is the next chapter. This is us starting now. This is our bit now.
Kit on, kit on, kit on. Leave that there. Leave it, leave it. Go and get your helmet and body armour on. Come on now, let's go! Come on! Come on!
Come on, quickly! Move your fucking arse! Fucking move!
Next week, Sam comes under fire on night patrol.
For a split second I thought, oh my God, I'm going to die. And then you just kind of tell yourself that you're being stupid.
Danny finds more than he bargained for.
Most of these people through here, like, they don't think they need us because they're getting on with their lives, but when you look at the state of it, it's not exactly Manchester or London, is it?
My boy is out there. I don't know if he's coming home. I just hope that he's coming home.